So I want to talk about setting up your work week for success. How do we set our work week up for success, especially as an entrepreneur? Now, who is an entrepreneur? An entrepreneur is anybody who works for themselves, who might be an independent professional, who has a product or service that they're selling, who you don't actually have a 9-to-5 job that you go to work and work for someone. Now, and many times it's said that entrepreneurs actually leave their 40-hour work weeks to actually work like 80 or 90 hours. Why? Because they're doing what they love and they're working for themselves. But how do we, as entrepreneurs, how do we set ourselves up for success? How do we ensure that we're more successful? Well, one thing I want to explain is that when you're working for yourself, you still need to make sure that you have deadlines and timelines, that you actually are intentional about your day, that you're doing small, specific, intentional things on a daily basis to get to where you want to go to your outcome. So what's the best way to do that? We all feel overwhelmed, don't we? We all go through life and there's just a lot going on. We're constantly busy. A lot of us seem to have stress. What I say about stress and overwhelm is that we should really be happy about it, because that means that we're usually learning or we're extending ourselves. But how do we ensure that we do everything that we need to do in one given day when we're an entrepreneur? Well, one of the main things that you can do to ensure that you're successful is to treat your day like a real day, a real work week, right? Treat your work day, your work week, as if you were actually going to work for somebody else. One very good way to do that is actually by having systems in place, being consistent, being intentional, and having something that you do at a specific time every single day. So for example, I just got done with one of my coaching calls with my students, and what I said to them was, listen, every Monday you should be doing X, right? Tuesday you should be doing something else, Wednesday and Thursday. So every single week there should be something that you do to make sure that you have a desired result at the end of that week, at the end of that month, at the end of that quarter, at the end of that year. Small, consistent change over time in your business equates to massive change, right? Taking action now, little bits at a time, later on equate to big things. So the best way to do that is to be consistent in what you're doing. So for example, one of the things that you could do is say, hey, on Mondays, every single Monday, I'm going to have client communication. On Tuesdays, I'm going to make sure that I actually educate and research about what's happening in my industry. And then Wednesday, I'm going to do some specific action about what I research. I'm going to take action on that. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to do a broadcast. I'm going to do a Facebook Live. I'm going to interview somebody, right? And then on Thursday, take the action from what you did on Wednesday to actually get it out into the world. Does that make sense? So you're intentional about what you're doing, what you have going on, so that at the end of that work week, you ensure that you got where you needed to be. So it doesn't happen by just, doing whatever. You have to be intentional about your day. You have to learn, implement, master, repeat, and you need to be consistent, right? So learn, implement, master, repeat consistently what it is that you're working on in your business to help you have a different outcome tomorrow, next week, next month, next year than you've had forever. So I hope that helps. I mean, it's really, really important. No matter what it is that you do in your business or in your life or with your family or with your body or whatever it is, your mind, if you're working on a specific goal and you're your own boss, right? You're the only person that's going to help get you there. Make a schedule and stick to it. Make a schedule and stick to it. One of the things that helps me, it's such a small little thing, is I like to, in the mornings, is just on a sticky note, right, like this. I've got a bigger one, but if there's one or two things that I want to do, I just put a circle here and a circle. Let me just do like Facebook Live, right? Let's just see here. Facebook Live, coaching call. Watch this. My writing's bad. Okay, so I do this. I want to make sure that no matter what, today I do a Facebook Live. Guess what? I'm doing a Facebook Live. You know how good it feels to put that check right there? It feels so good. And then next, coaching call. When I get that done, boom. Now, by the end of doing that every single day, imagine what my business looks like at the end of the week. Imagine what it looks like at the end of the month, at the end of the year. If you are an entrepreneur, you're having trouble getting yourself to a point where you are not able to implement in your business, you need to treat your entrepreneurial business like your own business, as if you are working for someone else. If you worked at a 9-to-5 job, you have to show up at 9, you have to stay till 5, right? You have to take your breaks and do what you need to do to be able to continue to be employed. To continue to be your own boss, you have to do the exact same thing. You've got to make time in your day, every single day, that you stick to, and you make sure that you finish something that you say you're going to finish. And the easiest way to do that is to schedule it in. I have to schedule in family time. I'm scheduling in, this is an appointment for my family that I'm not going to miss, because sometimes I can work too much, right? So I put that as one of my to-dos for the day. At a certain time every day, I know I'm going to stop work so I can be with my family. What is it that you need to do to ensure that you can continue to be an entrepreneur? As somebody who's working for themselves, or no matter what kind of goal that you're working on, the worst thing ever is not to achieve it or to have to go and work for somebody else full time, right? If that's not your thing. If it is, great, but if it's not, then the best way to ensure that you continue to do what you love is to be consistent and intentional about your business, right? To have time frames and scheduling that you do every single day, every single week, and every single month to ensure that you get your outcome. And again, one last tip: put your goals down for the week, for the month, for the day. And then if all you do is just do this, just 2 things that you're feeling really, really good about. If you finish by the end of the day and you're able to put that check mark on there and give yourself a pat on the back, what happens? Success replicates success. Hi, Annalise. Success replicates success. So the more that you get your little mini wins, the more you're going to have larger wins, because your brain is built to give you what you say it to, what you tell it to. All right. So everyone, have a great day. Happy Tuesday. It's almost Wednesday, hump day. Take care of yourself. Do something kind for somebody else. Be intentional. And I appreciate you watching. If you think this will help somebody, please pass it on. And ask me questions. Whatever you need, let me know. I'm dedicated to help you every Tuesday and Thursday improve your business and have a better work-life balance. Anyways, have a great day, everyone. Thanks for watching. See you soon.